After supporting my 28F, BF, 27 meters, through law school, he was cheating with another woman. Need help dealing. Sorry for the typos in advance. I am writing this from my phone and feel so sick to my stomach right now, but please help me. I need advice and reassurance that things will be better because I've never felt so worthless in my life ever. My BF and I have been dating almost 6 years. In this time I found a great job in the restaurant business, managing after working my way up from the bottom. My boyfriend and I moved in together shortly after he was accepted to law school. During this time we helped each other so much, but especially for him I sacrificed a lot. I was the one making sure there was food on the table, planning fun events for us, and just in general being supportive for him when he needed it. Pack him lunches, review his papers, the whole 9 yards. I devoted myself to him because I loved him and I thought he loved me too. Well, a few hours ago I found a text that popped up in his locked home screen that said something for your dreams with a winky face. Of course I opened it to see, because there was no way that was platonic at all. Sure enough, there is a naked photo of another woman, with a huge string of text messages dating back to almost 2 years ago. There was no evidence of them ever meeting or making plans, but there was a lot of sexy messages and hundreds of pictures exchanged. My boyfriend at first was defiant and then denied everything, and once I began crying he started to cry as well. He promises that it was just him being colossally dumb and filled with ego, wanting sexy messages from other women, but we have romance regularly and I thought we were good together and headed for marriage. He just got a job lined up with a good firm for this summer as well, and now I feel like a complete loser. Do I forgive him? We've been dating almost 6 years and he insists he loves me and has eyes for only me, and immediately blocked and deleted all traces of said woman. I don't know if there are more, but I feel like a huge loser. I feel I've been pouring myself into helping him be the best possible person he can be during his time of stress, even when I was tired with my job, just to have him shower affections on another woman. He rarely calls me by nice names, but he was telling her she was striking, beautiful, a goddess. THT also hurt me so much. I've just kicked him out for the night and am alone in our place. He is blowing up my phone asking me to meet to talk tomorrow, begging for a second chance. I have so many emotions running through my head right now. Where do I start? I know, I've been had. I'm a chump. Please help. How do you even begin to process a betrayal like this? I can't face my friends or family yet. They all were rooting for us to be engaged by the end of this year. TLDR, helped support boyfriend through law school while working full-time myself. Just found out today he was messaging another woman romantically for the past 2 years. I have no idea where to begin to process that. Hi guys, I promise to love you if you like, comment, and subscribe. He insists he loves me and has eyes for only me. Yeah, those 2 years worth of messages suggest otherwise. As does the fact he lied when confronted, and would still be lying had you never found the evidence or been just the slightest bit less persistent. Tell him that he is not in a position to ask you for anything right now and that you will let him know when you are ready to talk. Turn off your phone, and really think through whether you want to try and move past this, assuming he makes the right moves to fix things, therapy, total transparency, etc. But honestly, an entire third of your relationship is a long period of betrayal and a lot of bad decisions to try and forgive. Don't let your history or how much you've already sacrificed for him get in the way of doing what's best for you. Please, have some self-respect, don't take him back. He's been using you as a piggy bank. Cut him loose and find one of the billions of people out there who deserves you and will appreciate you. My 34M wife, 29F, cheated on me with her best friend's brother. I forgave her for cheating, but now she refuses to cut off contact with her best friend, who knew about the cheating. My wife, Kate, her best friend, Noel, her best friend's brother/guy she cheated with, David. My wife Kate and I met at work 5 years ago and got married 3 years ago. We've had a happy marriage up until 8 months ago when I found out that my wife was cheating on me with her best friend's brother. She's known her best friend, Noel, since high school and they've been close ever since. Noel's brother David is a few years older than Kate and they always seemed like casual friends, nothing more. I found out my wife was cheating, was absolutely devastated, And it took me a month to forgive her, and we were on eggshells for a few months after that, but finally back to normal. One of the things that came out after the cheating was discovered was that Noelle knew Kate and David were hooking up, and didn't say anything to me about it. I see Noelle all the time and always treated her like my wife's sister, and felt betrayed by her too. When Kate cheated, she promised she would cut off David and not contact him anymore. It took a while, but I accepted her apology under that condition. A few weeks ago, Kate said she was going out with her friends. I asked which friends and she mentioned Noelle's name. I told her calmly that I really don't want her talking to Noelle anymore. Noelle is the sister of the guy my wife cheated on me with, and also Noelle knew about the cheating but never said anything to me about it. She chose to cover up instead for her brother and best friend. My wife absolutely refused, saying that I couldn't control who she hangs out with and that Noelle is like her sister. My wife said that she stopped visiting Noelle's parents' house entirely. They're from the same hometown, their parents are friends too, and doesn't talk to David anymore, so that should be enough. I've been upset about it for a while. I know if I push really hard, my wife will probably give in, but I don't know if I am being unreasonable because Kate and Noelle have been best friends for almost 15 years. At the same time, Noelle is literally David's sister and it doesn't get any closer than that. There's no way they don't at least casually bring up David in conversations. I know for a fact that Noelle wants David and Kate together because she thinks they're the perfect couple and that way she and Kate can be family. Noelle used to, jokingly, said it a few years ago. Now I realize there was an element of truth to those jokes. TL, doctor, wife cheated on me with her best friend's brother. Her best friend knew about the cheating. Wife cut off contact with her BFF's brother, but is still close to her BFF. I want her to cut off contact with the BFF too. Is that unreasonable? I don't trust your wife. And I'm not even married to her. I seriously never understood how you guys can forgive your partner's cheating and then actually fight over the terms of staying together. I'd break up the moment I learned about my partner's cheating, but assuming there was some divine intervention that compelled me to stay and try to forgive, I wouldn't expect to have to fight about anything. Building back the trust again should fall on the shoulders of the cheater, and I would expect them to proactively make all the right choices that would put my mind completely at ease. Fighting over such crap after being cheated on. I sincerely don't understand why people accept to be put in such humiliating circumstances. Just pack up and leave, man, while you have some dignity left. Trust me, you are not too old to find a partner that you deserve. Your current wife isn't that part. My wife absolutely refused, saying that I couldn't control who she hangs out with and that Noelle is like her sister. She is absolutely right. You cannot control who she hangs out with. But you can control who you are married to. If you reconciliation, forgiveness and entire marriage depends on her cutting contact with Noelle, then she needs to choose between her marriage and her best friend. My 30M friends, 30M wife, 31F, tried to have an affair with me. I rejected, but I'm still conflicted. Basically, my high school friend's wife is not happy with him and tried to have an affair with me. I say he's my friend, but in reality we're not really close outside of gatherings with other high school friends. We never really see each other outside these parties. I met her 2 months ago and we talked for a while and really got along great. She's drop dead gorgeous, at least to me. She almost instantly added me on Facebook, which I never really use, and texted me pretty much every time there was a gathering. Things like "Are you coming?" etc. During parties she would come to me to talk and we danced a few times. I'm not exactly terrible with women, but I don't get jumped like this often, so I knew something was up. She flirted pretty heavily and I knew it, but it never felt right to shut her down, you know? Like, she never said something inappropriate, so it never felt right to tell her to stop. Anyway, long story short. Last weekend she asked me if she can come over for a while, she wants to get out of the house, etc. We talked for a while and when I noticed the mood I asked if she felt something for me, she said she did. So I tried to convince her that this was wrong, that I couldn't meddle in her marriage, that her husband and I go way back. She told me she's unhappy and that she's cheated on her and acts like he doesn't care for her anymore. So of course I feel bad for her, but I repeated everything I said before and she left shortly after, visibly upset. So now I don't know. I'm kinda satisfied that I stayed true to myself, but at same time, she's a great woman and I'd be stoked beyond words to have a chance to be with her. Well, I did have it. I'm sorry if I sound like an butthole, but I wanted to be honest, and honestly, this feels more like a missed opportunity than anything else. I don't even know the kind of advice I want, just wanted to vent. TL, Doctor, high school friend's wife tried to have an affair with me. I rejected her but still feel like I missed a chance. I just want thoughts on this whole thing. You missed an opportunity to betray a friend, stir up drama and generally be miserable over a woman who sees you as nothing more than a convenient distraction from an unhappy marriage she refuses to address in an honest way. It's a great idea for a story. It's a lousy way to actually live. Don't dwell too long on the missed out story. You missed a chance with a cheater. You met the bare minimum of being a decent person and she didn't, so trust me, you can do better. Meanwhile, if things are so awful for her with him, why doesn't she just leave?